Rocket League fans around the world, welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina for the second international tournament of the 2025 Rocket League Championship Series. 16 teams from all over the globe have converged on this beautiful southern metropolis. Only one will emerge as major champion. Welcome to the pre-show. We are 26 minutes and 4 seconds until Twisted Minds kick off against the reigning and now defending Rocket League major champions, Carmi and Core. Excited to see, can they keep that streak going here, gentlemen, as well over there. Folks, I hope you're ready for a big one. It's the final international tournament before the World Championship. It's a great way to kick off 4 days of intense Rocket League action. Carmi and Core taking on Twisted Minds to kick things off here in Raleigh. Get up and get loud. It's game day.
Doesn't get the clear.
Yeah, eyes definitely going to be on Nobu over the course of this series as well. Just seeing how, again, against Vitality last major, that was such an impact matchup. People are going to see if he can replicate that on land, but right now it's Raleigh with the first goal. He does it all by himself.
And Raleigh gets this touch out here. Demo gives the space. When you have all day to catch that ball, I mean, Raleigh doesn't have many options.
That can really take you out of the play a lot. Carmi Corp in full control already in game one.
Actually, not a lot of boost for Raleigh. Vatira sitting back top of the box. Nice low 50, and there is Nobu setting it all up for Rise.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, you have just these great 50s in front. One there to bring out Raleigh. Vatira loses that one, and Rise, I mean, it's just a constant road. Yeah, Twisted Minds are starting to ramp up here. You're starting to see them get a little bit more aggressive. Nobu taking his time when he's in the air. He just hasn't been able to find any success. You see him actually getting bumped out the play there on the side. Raleigh free back for him, and it's in!
This is what the RLCS has been across every single region. Bumps and demos. The physicality across the board from everybody, and nobody really does it better than K-Corp. They get so much value out of it. You pointed.
Yeah, final minute. Twisted Minds need to make a press here. But that beat is going to be tough. Nobu goes. He was last back. Vatira just needs to get this mid. Atomic low boost has to get a piece. He gets bumped. Carmi Corp score again, and that might be the one that does it here for game one.
Yeah, you try to take that 50 in the, or you try to take the challenge in the midfield. You're the only one back. Your team needs time to get back. But you also feel like you haven't really iced him up on the 50. No boost steal. It spawned right as K-Corp leave. Rise gets it. Atomic is low as well, and everybody flying forward. It bounces off of Rise onto Atomic, into Otto, into the goal for K-Corp.
It's a good shot from Vatira to set it up, right? You have Rise and Atomic both on the back wall. Atomic low boost. Rise trying to clear to the side, but Atomic, look, the
space
panic
to work with on the midfield. Otto turns on it, and the shot is denied again. Vatira not letting the back line crack so easily, as Vatira just works his way down the field himself, and it's 2-0.
Looked like a miscommunication there on the rotation. You saw Atomic go up, Rise and Nubo both going, but you can see where the communication breaks down. Amazing here. 10th anniversary DFH is the setting for game 3 here at the Raleigh Major, and it comes equipped with a very special voice.
And it comes equipped with Twisted Minds' first goal of game 3 and their first lead of the series. Atomic getting a bit of redemption here with a nice setup.
Yeah, the double from Rise.
Yeah, that
really
was so
good.
awkward. Twisted Minds hang on to this lead for a little while longer. Do not want to get swept. Vatira gets another challenge. Demo from Otto as well. 2 demos from Otto. Head hunting and picking up another.
Back to back. Just again, not letting up off of that physicality. Otto has been let loose, and he is clearing the lane for Carmi Corp to get back in this game. Time, though, able to keep his team involved still in this game 3, but they got to get things going on offense. They cannot continue to play this way because look at Carmi Corp just knocking on the door. Vatira slams it home. 2-1 KC.
Everybody was looking at the midfield here. Raleigh, you saw Rise underneath Raleigh. Raleigh's like, I'm not going for the ball, actually. Otto will rip Otto's ball away, but they're running out of time. Rise slowing it down. Now, Nobu trying to take over. And they can't get back to the ball. K-Corp holding on to it. Otto flips it on the ground. And K-Corp win 3-0 after what Twisted Minds gave their best performance so far in that third game.
We'll see who gives guarantees. I'm excited to watch that one, too.
Take those things off. Get rid of them.
Let's get in the match, folks. Players are ready to go. Let's play some Rocket League here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Wild card versus Furia. A matchup never happened in the history of the RLCS. How about it? Let's kick it off right now. Trying to go 1-0 in round 1. Let's get into it.
Opportunities like that could be few and far between. This wildcard team
does only concede a couple goals per game on average, and you know, on land those numbers tend to go down a little bit. Torsas can't get to this ball though, and Furia do strike first. It's Drafinho right on the doorstep.
Lost that little poke around and then going for the bump as well, making things awkward.
Just a moment, like they might have had something there. As Lost couldn't get up with that ball. Left it behind. Wildcard, a rare foray into Furia territory. But then a whiff on the back wall. That's how they conceded their goal in game one. And Yan makes them pay again.
Really tough miss here. In reverse, trying to make a play, and that is so awkward when you're driving
Now out
up
of
the
Furia.
line.
Fever trying to catch and release. Banana Head just gotta let that one go. Just waiting to see if OCE's leading scorer can get anything going. He cannot, as Drafinho finds an open net and the floodgates starting to open up.
An overextension. I think Fever may be expecting a 50, playing really aggressively on his position.
But there has been just about nothing. There's still a cheeky back pass towards Lost. And now Fever has options. Going for Torsas on the other side, and he'll just dink it home, and finally, Wildcard get their opening goal.
Couldn't come at a better time, and such a good first touch as well for Fever, and let him get back into the play,
Blue
go for another
trying to read his every move. Demo takes out Drafinho, and that's going to be just about the end of the Furia attack, you would have thought, and then yeah, just drops one right in front. I mean, they stop Drafinho, and they go, okay, great. No, you still didn't get anybody near the ball. What brilliant wizardry.
Goes for 50 on another, but it does sneak through and get all the way downfield, so a chance now for Wildcard.
Drafinho. Good play there at midfield to take out the oncoming attacker. It turns into offense as Yan will score, but it's the bump in midfield that opened it up.
Yeah, Wildcard had the positioning, but like you said, that bump.
A little too conceited, a little too comfortable. Nope, not at all. Furia just going through the motions right now. That one powered through by Lost on a great setup by Drafinho again.
I mean, he gets the reset ball, bounces off the ceiling. The shot's going in. Forces Wildcard just a little bit off, but that is the right kind of approach for Wildcard as they get back on the attack.
Opportunities not quite there for Wildcard, but this time it does just get across the line. Torsas had to slam it home at the end.
And I love what Banana Head does here. Because he's falling off the ceiling, he has his jump, pulls the trigger, plays the fake, and that was enough to open up that scoring opportunity. Like you said, Torsas finishes the job, and now we see two back-to-back goals, a pinch pass from the corner, and Fever will tie it up for Wildcard.
Well, kickoffs can level a playing field real quick. What a pinch!
And the back line as well.
Fever has recovered though, waiting for a clear, and he contributes to that effort. Lost thought about jumping, really didn't have any boost. Yan's got to come in, double tap to put it away!
You can see Yan with the perfect read on the defense jumping, trying to prevent any flip reset ball, but Yan goes high, sees that Banana Head.
10 seconds now of game 3. Wildcard need a goal to force overtime, but they don't have any time to work with now. Somebody's got to scramble to get to this. Drafinho's got all the cards, and he'll drop it down right in front of Wildcard's net and Furia. They had to persevere in game 3, but they sweep Wildcard in round 1.
To SSG, so it is 2/3 for SSG on that one. All right, we'll see who's able to take it down here, folks. Let's get into it. North America v. North America in the Swiss round 1. Would you have it any other way? I mean, maybe you want international matches, but this one, I want to see. Can Space Station keep the fire, keep the pressure to the Ultimates? Now, on the Ultimate stage here, it's Ultimates versus SSG, round 1.
SSG still holding them out. Really good save there from Scribbles, and the clear comes through. LJ stops it in his tracks, reset one to the backboard, double down, out. But First Killer has the space. First goal to the Ultimates.
They were given opportunities, given openings. They just had to take a breath, and it was First Killer. Beautiful first touch. LJ over the top of 2. No one in net.
Denies the double. The clear from Ultimates might have caught this one a win. 7 seconds on the clock here. Kofor, one touch up. Chronic.
No way.
Not gonna touch him. And Scribbles to sneak through a tie.
What a play from Kofa, doing it himself off the sideboard. The reset and dropping it down to Scribbles behind LJ to get the touch. Scribbles is low boost. He has been a little shaky. Reveal slow. That's a great cut across Kofa. Certainly been the best player from Space Station so far, setting up that all-important goal.
In the corner here, first killer tries to get the pass off. He does. Of course, Chronic was going to be right there. They were pushing their way, inching forward, and you could feel Space Station getting back, but that low boost on Scribbles really made it awkward with this ball out into the corner. Tries to center it to a teammate. Big, powerful clear, though, for SSG return.
Yeah, Space Station just struggling to beat that last defender there, and Ultimates can really pick them apart with bombs. They're doing it the other way here with the demos, with the physical plays. You can just see third man non-exist and Scribbles in net, removed by Chronic. LJ, beautiful shot.
Oh my
Good to
gosh,
say, CJ. What are you thinking? And these guys right now might just be land boys. They're stepping up again. A minute left. The Space Station. There's the bump, but the shot is not on, and they've left it open down the other end. Can Reveal get back? It's 2-0.
The catch out and roll in for the Ultimates. That last minute is lock-in mode now. And I mean, if you are SSG, as the minutes are this moment of, like, you have a great plan, you try to execute it, but it's just missing the ending.
And it feels like we've had a timeout. Both teams are going for a pretty different play style. We saw the Demolition Derby earlier. Here's a chance for Reveal with the double. There he is. Space Station 1-0.
You saw them make so much force on this too. You had already seen Scribbles up in the back, messing things around, but Kofor was that finishing touch. First killer trying to force this one towards that net. Kofor, hand up, out to the center. Reveal, great read on this one.
Open.
The clear actually might get the catch up, but no! They all hit the post, but it's all okay. Scribbles saw that post read and goes, stop in your tracks, turn your nose to the right. Space Station, you barely got away with that one.
He not only missed, I think he just saved it. He redirected that.
From Scribbles, but FK has just absolutely been a menace on that midline there, not allowing any clear, any challenge from SSG to get past. Saw the bump, saw the demo, and the shots going in.
Kofa could have saved that too. That was a 1v3 with the demo opening it up. He did so well to dodge FK and Chronic, but he just couldn't quite land on the ball.
We're seeing SSG's a little bit more, which means the Ultimates are being really sneaky with it. Try to get another one in here. Great save, keeps it out. 2 minutes to go.
Overcommitted.
There's the catch up, and there's that 2-goal lead.
Yeah, they bit off more than they could chew their Ultimates. They were happy with that first goal off the demo, but this is a huge mistake. LJ, third man, has completely got himself out of position. Right now, they're in a good spot if they can keep this momentum up. That was the most dominant game of the series, and it was their first win as well. So let's see if they can tie this one up, bring it to 5. We've had a few sweeps so far here in Raleigh. Let me see, our first champ fielder will Chronic deny all hope.
This is the player that we have seen go into the half so many times, but finally some success on it. Beautiful pass off the backboard too, and that speed from Ultimates and Chronic
defensively
in particular.
for Space Station right now has been only the MVP so far. Chronic with the low 50, Scribbles, he dodges the bump as well. He's done immensely, but this is an awkward spot, and first killer reads that. He won't miss when he gets time and space. They've grabbed the lead back.
Yeah, way too much time and space for him. Off the backboard, just a beautiful read. I mean, you could see Reveal down, at least in the blue half for now. Tempted bump on this one. Successful one on the second time, but SSG, they lose this ball again.
He lost the ball, and LJ still has his flick to work with, and he rips it on net. 3-1 to the Ultimates.
You look at just the sheer patience, too. You saw the demo on the ground, and it was too quick from Kofor. They were getting a little antsy on it, and again, patience from LJ. Having that third man so far back, SSG are very confident, at least in the Ultimates, not being able to force them into those awkward 2v1s anymore.
Oh, the bump will come through. This should be a goal. It's a 3v1, and it's off Reveal, off Scribbles. First killer. The second time this game, Herky's been isolated third man, and there's nothing he can do to avoid this.
They're giving them a taste of their own medicine. The Ultimates have attacked.
Nearly overcommitted again. Chronic able to get back in time and take the corner boost. Beautiful touch as well. We'll give him a momentary solo on net if you can find the reset over the top. This is awkward. This is really awkward. It's just got to be a goal. LJ, easy as you like. It was the perfect 50 from Chronic.
Oh my gosh, SSG got to be a little bit careful with this too, because some of these touches are just kind of bouncy for me, and the Ultimates
open for LJ. 4-2 now. Still time in this game, but one more goal could be the end of Space Station here in the first round. Here is Reveal. Where on earth is where on earth is the Ultimates defense. Is this just the reveal demo show all of a sudden?
It is. This is what I was saying. You have one of these players sneaking up and being so cheeky.
2-1v3 play could just relieve all kinds of pressure, but so far, Space Station looking to push forward. It's a team bump as well. This will open it up for Space Station. See, Scribble's in there. They faked it though, and they've completely left it, and that could be the mistake that cost them the series.
Oh man, you're going back to your old ways, or you started to get a little scrambly, a little too, caught off guard. Is a nice way to put it. Coper's gonna try it, tries and gets denied. 7 seconds on the clock. First killer just gonna play time here. Round 1, almost past 2, but that clear from Chronic, I think, is gonna do it. Ultimates have finally taken down Space Station Gaming.
Well, they might have had the online record, but I'll
See if they can get it done. Let's watch Justin play some Rocket League on land for the first time in 3 years, folks. How about it? I'm excited about it. Gen G, Mobile 1 Racing taking on NRG. Can the Kings of the North stay strong and steadfast in their reign? Let's find out. Get up and get loud, Rocket League fans. It's game day.
For Gen G in Birmingham, got me out of my seat, but see if we can bring that same level here. Already we see many shots raining in from NRG. A double tap for Daniel will be the first goal of the game.
It was eventually going to happen. How many goal line stops can you make? It's a good effort from Magic Bear, but well, now you're stuck trying to use the post to get some height. You don't have enough energy to get up. Forces one up, and if you're going to hope for a touch there, you hope for that one, Daniel.
No mid boost there for Gen G, however, so they had to rotate all the way out. And there's Daniel again going for the 50. Ball leaks out, and Beast Mode cleans it up. You can see the defense was so worried about the Daniel presence threatening that second effort. And they threw all their resources at it, leaving Beast Mode wide open. Cheese now at the midfield. Cheese gets it around Beast Mode, has no boost here, just grab the corner and a little head fake as well. Goes for a bump. Cheese was trying to do work.
Right idea, though. You got both corner boosts. Now Magic Bear finds the cap, and Gen G strike first.
And this was from the pressure that Cheese generated. That little head fake, and then lays off the ball to go for a bump to prevent Atomic from getting the stop and clearing it out.
And you'll buy some time for his teammates to get back. Actually can't grab the ball there. Gen G were fully expecting something from Daniel, and he just let the ball go. Now Gen G are put on the tail.
There's a bump on Cheese.
He gets bumped, and that's it.
Oh, watch Cheese on this replay. Cheese is the one who's going to have to make this stop. We'll see if we can even see it on the replay. Yeah, there you go. Daniel turning right around, blasting Cheese, making sure he can't get...
Turning tail on that. Give yourself the space. Corner boost open for Atomic. Tries for the bump as well. Gen G starting to feel the squeeze as NRG work themselves out of the corner. And just touchdown. Atomic steals the ball away, and it's 2-1.
And you saw Justin get lost in rotation ever since that ball got hit back to the corner. Just didn't have boost, couldn't get a challenge on it. Cheese also low on boost.
Oh, your boost. Now he's forced to 50 back to Beast Mode. Beast Mode lets it drop. Now NRG start to use their mechanics against Gen G, not by using them, but just by letting the ball go. And enough pressure. They finally, I thought that one was surely in, but Beast Mode unable to crack it. Cheese picks up the same time.
Cheese having to play defense from behind, but you can see the boost slowly withering away for Gen G. Not the corner not available for Justin. Running on fumes, and it's not enough to stop Atomic.
Yeah, that's tough. You're starved out. Like you were saying, James, Justin's coming across. Beast Mode can just do what he wants, send it across, and Justin has to dive for that ball.
That Atomic kickstart the counterattack.
They get the corner, and they get a demo, but is it going to be enough? Justin looks for Cheese, but it's too long of a pass. Cheese follows suit. Beast Mode decides to stay on the ground. Magic Bear found a seam through 3 NRG defenders.
Wow, this game has been so one-sided for NRG, but in the final seconds, Cheese with a mega touch, completely surprising Beast Mode. You saw Beast Mode was
find a way to complete it, though. Magic Bear, can he find the opening? Saw Gen G's kind of screen across the midfield, no bump. They keep it tight, but Beast Mode will get a chance, and he wants to go for goal. Off the ceiling, he's got 2 options. He picks this man! Daniel hits the mark! NRG in 0 seconds. It's clinical.
Oh, man. You know, they've been doing it a few times this season if you've been watching their online games, but to do it on land, a 0-second game winner, series finisher.
Down here, chat's got them as well. They kicked off round 1. Let's let the blue wall do the honors for round 2 as well. Ultimates getting fired up behind us and ready to go. Red versus blue, classic esports in the house here in Raleigh. Let's get into it and kick off round 2. Carmine Corp versus the Ultimates.
The offense so far, this is a really level start to game one.
This really is, and of course they're going to come in, you know, with some respect, which everybody has to. It's Karmine Corp, of course, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's so material. Little catch out there, took his time with it. First killer tried to make a pass over to Chronic, but Tyr just said, no, it's all mine.
Beautiful bump from Atto as
Pretty
well.
heavy defense, although the ultimates haven't forced him back enough to play that. This is one of the better moments. Chronic trying to work past. Raleigh takes it away. You saw that demo in the midfield. It's going to open up some space. 2v1 isn't a challenge for Raleigh as he finds his way in.
You just cannot give this man space. As soon as they lost possession, Chronic said, oh no, what have I done? He had to track back, and in the end, he gave him the ball
Almost
and
every
got
single
done.
time right now. Rare miss and a leave, but a shot on target off the sidewall for Karmine Corp. But of course, CJ still up by 2. A challenge, though, and a rare catch out.
Okay. It's a nice infield pass. Second man getting beat. This is a rare positional mistake. Raleigh getting dusted with 100 boost. Chronic making up for his mistake in the previous goal. Position here, Ultimates. They can find one back.
Let's see what they can do. Tau up next, gonna take it for himself. Devil just like, hey man,
Never mind.
You saw us do like one tiny mistake. Just give me like 2 seconds.
It wasn't the worst touch from LJ. The problem is he was getting bumped immediately by
Minutes starting to count
Raleigh.
down here. LJ, big clear. You saw a small cheat up from Chronic, had to go past it, no boost, and Karmine Corp immediate transition out. Raleigh control enough to make the second touch. You saw him make that shift in the air too. That kid is gross.
He was just in big trouble, first killer, wasn't he? He can only grab a couple of pads on the way back, and that meant a pop on the cross to come up with the goods again. First killer in, pressure building here for Ultimates. This is good signs. You can find a good 50 first killer instead. Just rips it on net. Raleigh right there. Chronic, help for own goaling. And he's put the controller down because that was an absolute disaster.
Oh, that's so unfortunate too. I mean, he knew that he wanted a little bit more power. I'm trying to see, he had enough boost. I think he's just a little bit more involved as far as pushing the Ultimates out of their half, but he's the one that's having to be that solid third for this team, which puts the pressure onto LJ and first killer, and that is pressure they can sustain. First killer, time in space from the midfield. You see him get a nice clean first touch with that reset under Batira. FK might be back.
That's disgusting. Nice from first killer. He is looking more and more online. Half the game left. No reason to panic yet for Ultimate.
Definitely not, especially after that one. A pinch just off the post.
Oh!
But Chronic able to clean up finally. Ultimates looking a lot stronger in a tight game.
What a read off the pinch, and Chronic's just completely dunked Atto. It's got to that.
corner.
LJ's been demoed. Is this a chance? Chronic's been huge. Third man, 50 in. Straight to Atto, who's going to take it off the ceiling. No reset. His first killer can sit behind it. It's a handoff to LJ. This is a great spot with a reset. LJ top corner. Ultimates in the lead.
We were waiting so long to see LJ have his little moment, and he got it. That was the
Quite
LJ
comfortable, and I love this link-up play.
That was a very good way for the Ultimates to be able to transition out. Not only transition out in general, but quickly. But this one taken back. Raleigh's freestyling. The shot on net from Matira. Karmine Corp go, all right, just run it back to game one.
Well, this is what happens. You give Raleigh space, and no one wanted to challenge early. LJ goes too late. Chronic has to jump. First killer in net.
And staring and all. As soon as the musty got whipped out, it was like everybody was stunned. Now, Ultimate's gonna have to do it to him if they want to get back into this one. Center, shot, pass.
This is the link-up play we're talking about. An instant response again. First killer, 0 boost. Fakes the 50. Chronic right there. It's the 1-2-1 punch. Chronic instant response.
Also almost got to set up on it, but LJ went for the demo. No room for the shot.
I like it. I like the fake there from first killer. Just giving them different angles to look at. There's another close pass to FK near post for Tira with the save.
Karmine like, you're just going to throw it into my nose.
Yeah, it's still a bit scrappy though. We saw a team bump for Tira and Atto coming together. Just makes the rotations a touch awkward. First killer with space. He's beaten one. Can he find the bump on 2? He can! FK doing everything. Ultimates have the lead once again.
We've seen this before too. There's just a quick, awkward challenge, but LJ, just to be able to separate from your lead, can you hold on to it?
Another go-ahead goal in the final minute. 55 seconds now. LJ's missed the ball. First killer wants to 1v3 this Karmine Corp team. He's found a bump. He has! How has he done that? 3-1.
First killer is just better. You thought, can he 1v1? Yes. Can he 1v2? Absolutely. But the Tira takes this one to himself. Chronic, great 54. Gonna try and follow it here. Not enough power on a flip. LJ sent it off the backboard. First killer tried to waterfall it down. It's gonna work. It's a full team effort to start them off strong.
And Carmine Corber falling apart. First killer off the backboard. Drop down waterfall to Chronic.
Get a little too antsy trying to attack this ball. Raleig's gonna circle back on this one. Has his flip very low. Sends it forward. Another shot denied. What? You saw the gray, but it wasn't enough. A Talon cleanup from
How has he got this?
where?
How has he got 2 on this? He's landed on his own shot, the follow-up. It was
Here
pitched on.
come the ultimates in that blue side.
Raleigh, low boost, gonna leave it for Atto to pull first touch. Instead, he just goes straight through for the goal, for the bump, for the touch, and Raleigh's popped it over everyone. It was such an unusual, awkward low boost play from Carmine Corp, but the synergy makes it work.
You saw a Tao 2 in the back on his way towards that 100 boost. He was
Multiple
like,
goals in the final 60 seconds. So we've got half a game here in 4. They don't want to take this to Champfield. Certainly not against the Blue Wall, who, well, the Champions Tour record's ridiculous. There's no midfield pass. I thought it was covered, but it was a perfect shot in the end, Herc. They delayed the touch. They had a slow-mo shot on net, so LJ could land the bump.
that was so perfect in every way. They continue to try and force all three up past the midline, a little bit too close for comfort. The Ultimates are waiting for that one mistake. Reset number 1, LJ makes the cheat. Chronic's going through, and they are in! The Ultimates finally take down Carmine Corp.
They do it in style. They do it in 4 games against the best team in the world.
Folks, let's get into it. We've got NRG on the desk. You've got NRG in the chat. Gentlemates, we all had G2 when they were playing back in Copenhagen. Gentlemates proved us all wrong. Can they do it again here on round 2? This on this side of the pond. Raleigh Major continues on. It's Gentlemates versus NRG.
Trio sweep for NRG over their domestic rival Gen G. Gentlemates got Bud Esports. As it's Eugen leaving it for Seiko, and he leads the way through. Gentlemates strike first.
I love this from Eugen. Takes his time, baited a pre-jump. Atomic was on the back wall. He was put in a tough spot, and then he had to come off the
Get
back
to it in
wall.
time, and it's collected by Daniel. Can't get out of the zone. Seiko trying to keep the pressure on here. Into the final minute, down to about 30 seconds left. Atomic, fake, beast mode scores, tie game.
And this is something you haven't seen too much from NRG this game, but you have to know they have it in their toolkit. A great fake from Atomic. The defense has been so good in the midfield. Juicy with a free shot, and it's a good save from Daniel as Mage trying to get one here, but they've been able to just keep NRG stuck in their own half. That one needs someone to save it. Daniel again making stops. Daniel's also been up high. Juicy, I'm sorry, will bring that to midfield. Here's Eugen now. Daniel tried to go up. He got bumped by Juicy. So Eugen trying to get this mid to Seiko. Oh no, a big double commit, and Beast Mode's got the open, and NRG secure game 1.
After over 3 minutes of overtime, Eugen and Seiko just a little lapse.
Into something consistent, especially after all of the downtime.
A good 50 going NRG's way, keeping the ball in a scoreable spot, and that just rolls right to Atomic. Defense could not clear, and Gentlemates find themselves trailing early in game 2.
Look at that touch from Beast Mode, though. It's
Pass
good.
things up for a better look. Beast Mode and Atomic kind of get their signals crossed, but it works out just fine. Beast Mode down to Atomic. Daniel trailing in behind. Beast Mode's going to take over, and he slots it right through, threading the needle on the near side.
Great placement here from Beast Mode. I mean, I like the touch. It's right to Atomic, which then, again, forces the defense to react. Juicy has so everything.
So the lead grows for NRG. Mates trying to cut into it. Eugen, double, triple, drop down, yes sir!
Look at this from Eugen, just so much control. Able to get that flip there, keeps boosting and then dodges just to add a little bit of extra speed. There. NRG, at least in the midfield, starting to get a little bit more room, and to be honest, Mates their biggest thing is to kind of shut that down, especially in front of the box. As Daniel comes from the other corner to sink in a big goal.
Beast mode again involved in the offense. Up to the skies. Seiko thought he might have had him. No, sir.
We've seen from Mates this game. They've got the pressure. NRG's also low on boost. Chance here for Eugen. He's going to play it high again. Is he going to be able to get that straight down? Yes, but where's the follow? Juicy shot, top corner.
Wondered where the shot was. I think even NRG might have just been kind of jumping around expecting, okay, there's got to be somebody there, right? No, there wasn't. Juicy was all the way back. Had everything to look at. Or if he scored that, what a worldie. But now Seiko ran out of boost. And Gentlemates do get back down into NRG territory, but this one nearly ended on either side. Infield pass, and Seiko keeps Mates alive.
Great pass. Look here. He recognizes that the defense is not set from NRG. Got a free lane, and of course, Seiko.
Minutes of listening to Shogun on DFH. We'll wonder if we'll hear Budget Shogun on Champs Field. Still some work to do here for Gentlemates as we carry on. Juicy for Seiko! One shot, one goal again!
And that is a man you do not want to get ramping. What a shot from Seiko! Right off the kickoff.
He got some help there out of Juicy. And now Eugen doing all he can just to delay NRG on their counter. Hasn't done much though, and Beast Mode will make him pay after a costly turnover at midfield.
Yeah, and it looked really close too. That Juicy may have potentially got the save here. It was a tough read. He was so close. If this keeps up, I don't think their defense can hold on for that long. May's got to get out. There's a demo from Daniel. Atomic's not going to be able to find the double, but Daniel can take a shot. Top corner, top bar down. Oh, no one can make contact, and Eugen is able to knock it away. Really dangerous. Here's the pass. Atomic, no, blocked out by Juicy. Seiko gets a touch off the back wall. Daniel had to dodge a bump, so he couldn't get the follow-up here. So it's just enough here for... What? I did not think that was going in.
I don't think anybody thought it was going in except Atomic.
Different pairs of glasses if you want to divide it up like that. Let's get into the match, folks. Falcons taking on Dignitas. Second time this season. Can Dignitas right the record? Let's get into it. Get a little bit of a watermelon matchup here. Love that one. The pink versus the green. Falcons versus Dignitas to improve in the Swiss.
Okay, into the corner here. Stizzy. Try to take it away, manages to at least get a touch out, but of course Ruas is going to be right there ready to go. This Falcons team so quick to follow each other. Killer is trying to do it by himself. He does. The second touch bounces down and in.
He's just trying to block off this clear angle as he puts it down. He gets this touch off the ground double, and then Stizzy actually is the one who gets in the way for Dignitas.
I mean, you take what you get, right? At least it was pressure in the beginning of that one, so Falcons got to be feeling good. And off the kickoff, TRK almost sneaks one in. Killers goes, don't worry, man. I got you back every single time. Falcons up by 2.
I mean, Jack is the definition of stuck between a rock and a hard place on this play. He has to make sure he doesn't run into TRK, so he has to go low. Not ideal because the ball's a little bit. Falcons giving Dignitas a couple of different looks when they get control of the ball. Killers tried to bring it down early to go for the bump. They tried just to force it with a reset earlier. A demo downfield opens it up for Ruas, and he got the hit right off the board. 3-0, Falcons rolling in game 1.
Ruas stayed so far up on this one. It was just like everybody was turning around. Jorius I didn't even know if he realized.
White have been able to finish it. The journey is long. As we start on Thursday, see what Dignitas have to respond though. As Stizzy tries to get mechy with it a bit, and that's a monster shot from Jorius to the top shelf.
This is the play I was talking about, where you gotta have at least 2 players together. The musty forward and the quick follow through from Jorius is finally what gets Dignitas into.
Dignitas looking for a way out. The Rule 1 was broken there in the corner.
Who broke
by
it?
Falcons. It didn't look like Jack flipped off of it. Rlcs gets through one. Rlcs finding his way through the gap. And an unexpected shot, at least from the second defender from Dignitas.
Trying to change the laws of Rocket League, breaking a Rule 1 and then immediately scoring his backboard, delays it, times it, but Jack sitting in net enough to keep this one out.
How Jack ends up with that. That's kind of crazy. Wait, here's the pass, and the shot right through. Killers finds the lead for Falcons.
This is literally the Falcons playstyle. It is just one follow after the other, and you're kind of almost discombobulated at that point. You can
Makes
see
a
what
one move, but can't keep it going. TRK shakes him out. Far side looking for Killers. Happy to take that touch. Can handle that one, no problem. Pass down to TRK. It's free.
Oh my gosh. I didn't expect there to be that much power off of that touch. This last one right there, right into TRK, but my goodness.
From Dignitas beyond the midfield line has to improve as well. We get started with game number 3. Dignitas looking for a way back into the series.
Killers and Ruas gonna just start this off that same way. It has a beautiful pass between the twins to kick off game 3.
I mean, it's classic. Jack up initially, no chance he's getting up to Killers. And Falcons just keep finding the space against this team. Stizzy has the read. Dignitas need to find the ball.
Let's see if they can find it right here. Ruas number 1, center to Killers. I mean, it's like I said, it's classic, it's vintage. Falcons are gonna do it to him every time.
I mean, look at Ruas, the touch right before. Perfect first touch. He's got control, and he says, come and shake it off me. Come and shake it off. On the back wall, gets the clear out, but Dignitas struggling to find their way.
Really just, I want to admire how quick Falcons are to be able to follow, but Dignitas finally have done it. The transition out comes through, but more importantly, after the initial clear, you can see how quick Jorius was to finish the shot, and that's what's been missing.
Right now, Jack forces the 50 underneath. Stizzy, not a ton of boost, and Killers was already ready for him. Jorius will try again. There's nobody available anyway. Stizzy's got no boost. The corner spawns after he leaves, and he's got to try to get the flick, and he gets absolutely zero height. Falcons win 3-0 in Swiss round 2 versus Dignitas.
Sense somewhere out there.
That's correct.
Split down the middle in chat as well. It doesn't get closer than this one, folks. What a way to close out the opening day of the Raleigh Major. Vitality versus Furia to take the narrow, slimmest lead in the head-to-head, folks. And for a 2-0 spot in tomorrow's competition, let's get into it.
Right now, and there's been such a difference in the results between these two teams every time they match up. You never know who's going to have the edge.
Yeah, it's a sweep for Fury, it's a sweep for Vitality. They go to the playoffs, it's Fury in 7, and they're gonna kick it off. Lost top fans 1-0.
And I like this from Yan, takes his time, looks to get the bump on Zen to create a lane, an exotic low boost with Monkey Moon still coming back. Goes into the air, you can see him off ball right now. Just again, he's gonna be very physical to try to bring Zen enough space because you want to be able to have him with the ball and know what a challenge. Look at that though, Zen taking it all by himself.
He's too quick. Looking like the fastest man on the pitch at the moment, and Lost just wasn't expecting this turn. He got around Drafinio's bump. And Yan with 100 boost.
Biggest test of the major so far.
Such a strange team on paper. We talk about it, 3 world champions, multiple world championships for Monkey Moon, but yet to really see the fire in all cylinders. Having said that, Zan has cooked them. Last man gone, 2-1.
What a move here. Monkey Moon able to get it. Zen, the ball starts behind him. Able to get a clean cut past the defense.
It's exotic actually if the bump comes through. Monkey Moon able to provide the reinforcements. Vitality find their way out. Fortunately, Exotic's got no boost.
I like this though from Furia. They're able to pass it in transition, but that's dangerous. And Monkey Moon banks it home. That could be the one to secure game 1.
Finio throws it across. He had Yan on the sideball, but Monkey Moon completely read them, and that bounce off the post. 0-0, we head to OT.
Yeah, good bump there from Yan as well. He had no boost, but he was still able to make sure that that was going to be a tough one. High shot, oh, top corner! Lost with a game 2 victory goal.
It's just out of nowhere. I thought Zen had this, but the kickoff went terribly for Vitality, and that is an
we talk about there's these little things that you can see here and there. Lost, being able to get things going scoring-wise. Zen, just his ability to be more comfortable in the air. Drafinio having a tough time. It's Exotic. We haven't spoke much about him. He gets the first one here in game 3.
That's much better. Look at Monkey Moon here. First touch, and he rips it across.
Great pass.
Finio just didn't get anything on the ball. Does he go for the fake? Nope. Solo play instead. He's lost now. Looking to catch. He doesn't find the dribble. Doesn't find a bump either, but he's still causing absolute havoc in there. That's off the post. Surely an open net. Lost ties it up.
Look at the pressure from Fury on the counterattack, right? Lost, looking for bumps, taking the boost. He leaves the play, immediately turns. Look how quickly he is from the goal line.
That's a nice
so
50. Drafinho, how's the shooting? Bottom corner, but no power on the shot.
These two teams kind of force the best out of each other anytime they go head-to-head. That one, Zane, can he get it through? He gets it past Drafinho. Zane scores and takes the lead.
Just popped that second man, and they weren't in sync here, Fury. You can see Drafinho still rotating back again. He just had to wait. They need to find their second here. 50 seconds. Here he is, locked. He finds the bumper. Yeah, beats Zen out of nowhere. Cuts across for the save.
I mean, Lost had the bump there on the play. It was close. He's low bump. No, the backflip. Lost backflips as he's trying to get to the save. And Zen with a big goal in game 3.
He just fell off the post. He lost his jump, and in the end, he's had to backflip. Just mistimed it with the low boost.
Not really in the worst spot here. Of course, we're in the 1-0 round. 1-0 stage of round 2, I should say. But you still want to see if you can come back when faced with adversity. But right now, it's just vitality. It's all vitality. And Zen with the first goal again.
And it's Exotic, the playmaker, with a pancake assist. He beats 2 members of Furia in there.
They had no, but they couldn't find the back of the net.
Drafinho low boost, try to find Lost, but the link-up play, it's too slow. Vitality's pace, and Furia have no answer right now. There's another shot. It's bottom left, and it's open. Monkey Moon 2-0.
And it's just back and forth, pass. Where's the shot coming from? They had to jump because they thought Zen might have had a read early. Yan's shot is blocked, and the shooting woes continue.
And it's still open though if you can find the shot. It's back post. They are really making things hard for themselves here, Fury. The bumps are coming through. Surely this time. There we go. Drafinho, no nonsense. Get the thing on net. And they find their first.
Yeah, that's good, especially for Drafinho being able to score that one. Again, everyone at some point in that 30 seconds to go, can they break this defense down?
Just lacked a bit of creativity. This could be it right here. The bump doesn't land. Exotic downfield, 10 seconds left. Vitality looking for a 3-1. Exotic with a dunk. This game!
The play was so precise. Exotic, flick over 1, Monkey Moon with the pressure, and low 50 with 0 is all
Exotic. Just the series
need.
here, 5 seconds left. They get revenge from Birmingham. The best of 7 went the distance. They lost, couldn't get the job done, but right here in Raleigh, at least in the Swiss, they've got their measure, 3-1. Great performance, and that could really set them up if they can win one more into the playoffs.
That's going to be the big difference maker.
There's a reason why we live.